Domestication of plants and animals is a milestone in human cultural development, and it is when production economy started. This research topic is of interest for a wide range of researchers, for example, agronomists, ecologists, and biologists, but also archaeobotanists, zooarchaeologists, and paleoecologists, who can provide a long-term perspective. On May 15, a volume has been published by the journal Philosophical Transactions B of the Royal Society. The volume is titled Unraveling Domestication, Multidisciplinary Perspectives into Human and Non-Human Relationships in the Past, Present and Future. The volume, you can see here the cover, is a special issue with the 17 contributions by authors from different countries and backgrounds. With 3 colleagues from Berlin, Faro and Jena, we wanted to investigate domestication in a broader sense and especially to look at plant and animal species not in isolation but in their ecosystem. Also to see if it was possible to trace some pathways of coevolutions of plants and animals. With this idea in mind, we also wanted to look into species that have not been that have been a bit neglected, and for the volume includes some contribution, for example, about opium poppy, teff, cucurbits, and reindeer. There are also, thanks to advances in the methods, in genetics and also morphometrics, there have been also new analyses on large database that advance research concerning main crops such as barley, wheat, but also chicken and sheep. And they are, of course, still very relevant. It is very intriguing to understand how, when and where the passage occurred from wild progenitors to domesticated species. We now think that a species evolved domestication traits to step out of an anthropocentric view into a more mutualistic idea of a mutual convenience among species. In this sense, the volume also explores such definitions. My work as a postdoc in the Year C project Geodap of Cristiano Nicosia concerned the study of past environments and plant uses by Bronze Age communities. By studying the archaeological stratigraphy, we were able to extract data about plant resources used for animal husbandry. The Bronze Age, indeed, is a moment when cattle and sheep, for instance, had a huge role and they represented wealth, and they also contributed a lot in changing the vegetation cover and maintaining open habitats. This information entered a paper in the volume that I have done together with the 3 colleagues, Aurélie Salaver, Elena Marinova and Rosalind Gillis, who is also an editor of the volume with me. And we explored different regions of Europe in which there are well-known agro-silvopastoral landscapes that are considered today hotspots for biodiversity and for cultural identity. From our review, it seems that the pace and the kind of diversity in the activities of the prehistoric farmers led to the creation of new environments and thus to an increase in the kind of botanical and animal diversity. So they were basically niche constructors. This is a very different conception from what we have today about the impact of agricultural activities on the landscape. Traditional practices then should be considered as an integral part of what brought this diversity in the landscape, and they should be protected as part of the so-called, or what we sometimes perceive as, natural environments. In the volume, some colleagues investigate traditional practices in Morocco about drought-resistant olive production, and other colleagues investigate traditional practices in India about crop choice and the factors that influence this. About this and much more you can read in the volume, and you find the link in the page of the journal Philosophical Transactions B. which is actually the world's longest running journal. It started in the 17th century, and I think it's very nice to think about how much advances research made since then.